Then in 74, you had this enormous famine. And this is something I've worked a lot on. People don't really talk about the famine of 74.
I didn't even know it happened.
Yeah, it's a long time ago, right? It was a bit before your time.
Mm.
1974. But it is one of the famines that Amartya Sen, you've read Amartya Sen, you economists, I'm sure, haven't you? His famous essay on famine, which was really groundbreaking for famine, for how we understand famine, because before people used to think famines happened because there was a disaster and the crops were spoiled, or maybe there was a war. And then we understood from Amartya Sen's work that actually a famine is not that there isn't enough food, it's that people cannot afford to buy it, whatever food there is. Look, for instance, at what's happening in Gaza right now, right? People are being starved deliberately. Often these things are deliberate. Sometimes they are the way the market works. In 74 in Bangladesh, so it was a very poor country in those days, really, really poor. A lot of the agriculture and the infrastructure were just devastated after the war. In 74, there were massive floods. Again, very, very exposed ecologically. This country is still very, very exposed. Massive floods, and they wiped out some of the crops. But in particular, what the floods of 74 did, they meant that there was no wage labor available. So a lot of the poorest people were landless farmers. Like, they had no land of their own. They would work on people's, they would do very low paid wage labor. But there was no work to do, so they weren't getting paid. So there was some rice, but there wasn't enough of it. And so prices went very high. People left their homes. And the Bangladesh government was broke. They'd been trying out all this socialist stuff. It hadn't worked out for them. There was the 1973, 1974 OPEC oil price crisis. Oil prices shot up, which meant food prices shot up. So
Terrible timing.
it was really, the whole thing was absolute catastrophe.